All right, what's going on, everybody? Just got back from the gym, killed some delts, and I ran into a couple guys, and they actually may watch these videos, so you guys probably know who I'm talking about. Um, One of them's a little older than me, and one of them's quite a bit younger than me. One's like in his 40s, one's in his like teens, and I'm gonna start with the older guy first. We're talking about bodybuilding news, and he's saying, oh, I'm using this intro workout, and I said, yeah, I like this intro workout, and I bring up Nick Trigili, bodybuilding and BS, his new product, Nitro 3D. I believe it's a carbohydrate and I believe amino acid mixture in there, and I thought it was kind of interesting because actually that's what I do for my intro workouts. I use essential aminos with carbolin, and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. Well, I just brought it up, and immediately he goes, I hate him. I said, oh, well, why do you hate him? Because he gets into personal business. I said, personal business? He's a bodybuilding journalist. That's what he does. That's what he picks people apart. Hmm. Isn't that exactly what bodybuilding is? Is you're picking people apart to have the best possible physique on stage? Oh, he's being too mean. Then this is the wrong sport. I mean, I'm telling you guys, for you younger guys, older guys, same age as me, if you can't take a a little bit of criticism, then this is not the sport for you. Don't compete, don't post videos, don't do Instagram, don't do nothing. I'm sure I got guys saying, man, you're lacking in your back. Man, your arms are small. Man, your quads suck. You know what? My quads do suck, and I'm trying to build them up. Think you're just telling me what I need to bring up. That's all. And it just baffles me on how it wasn't really, I wasn't like, mind you, I wasn't like mad at the guy I was talking to. I just thought it was funny. I was like, well, man, you're in the wrong sport, because if you think about it, Dave Palumbo, Fuad, uh, Nick Trigili, literally every single Dennis James, any Mike O'Hearn, any bodybuilding news, any outlet, anything, pick apart everybody. Yes, they have their favorites. Yes, they don't like people. Yes, they choose. They might talk about one person, like Dave Palumbo. Always talking about Kai Green. I could give a shit about Kai Green, but hey, he likes to talk about him. So what? I don't know. So get some thicker skin. Make sure you guys actually have. I mean, and personal. Oh, he mentioned. Oh, he said he was talking about people's blood work, and I said, oh, everybody talks about people's blood work. I talk about my own blood work. I know Fuad talks about people's blood work. I know all these people talk about people's blood work. He said, oh, that's what's the term, the what the doctors have, the Hippocratic oath or whatever. And I just started busting out laughing. I'm like, bro, he's a bodybuilding journalist. He's not a doctor. He can talk about whatever he wants. Whatever. If I figure out that my best friend, he tells me everything, he's got AIDS or some shit like that, and I go blab, I can't get in trouble. The only person who's going to be mad at me is the guy who told me. so, so this Hippocratic oath shit is total bullshit. It's all fair game. If they don't want it out in the news, the original people shouldn't put it out there. They shouldn't tell somebody, because no, most of the time, if Chris Bumstead tells somebody he has this, and this problem, that person is probably going to tell somebody else. And by the time it gets to that fifth person, it could be completely wrong. Kind of like that telephone game when you're a kid. I say one thing, and by the time it gets to the last person, it doesn't even sound the same. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing is, I'm training delts. I got a nice juicy pump going on, and mind you, I'm 25. Oh, let's see. I'm sitting about 180 now. I have put on a few extra pounds. I got way down there. I got down to like 172. But I'm starting to put back on some size. But had a lot of carbs today. So I had a nice pump. And he comes up to me and I said, "Yeah, I'm competing in October." I told him where I was at. He's a younger guy, and I'm like, it'd be nice for him to come and see what it's all about. When I was that age, not a lot of guys not a lot of guys took me under their wing, not a lot of guys mentioned things. So I'm like, not that he would come with me, but he could go and see the show. And the first thing he asks is, "What drugs are you on?" Kid's 16-year-olds. First thing he says, "What drugs are you on?" And I'm like, "I'm not on any drugs, bro." Like, I go, "Drugs? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, what drugs are you gonna use?" And I literally just go, "Shh, guys, steroids are still illegal. In the United States, you have to have a prescription for anabolic androgenic steroids. So going on in the gym, blabbing about it, talking about it freely, doing all that stuff, it can bring bad attention to you. And you guys might think, well, you're being a hypocrite because you've talked about them on here. A little bit different. This is on a video. You don't know if I'm telling the truth. I could be lying out of my ass. I could be telling the truth. Nobody knows. Who knows? I'm making a video. I'm entertaining people. But going around and just asking people, "What drugs are you on?" is not the way to do it. It's kind of disrespectful. It's like going up to somebody and saying, "Hey, are you taking birth control?" You don't know, like we might know each other. Like that would me be going up to a girl that I kind of know in the gym a little bit. I say hi to and being like, "Hey, are you on antibiotics and birth control? Have you gotten your HPV shot?" Come on, guys. I know it's starting to be mainstream, but tone it down a little bit. When you're joking about things and somebody is clearly on something, don't don't blab about it. Don't do that. It makes you look bad. It kind of makes you look silly, and it also it makes that person you're talking to very self-conscious because now they're looking around going, "Oh great, is there a cop behind me that's fucking thinks I'm fucking selling a 16-year-old fucking Anadrol?" No. Just because, like I had another guy joke around in the gym. I got some free testosterone boosters from like EFX. I got some Carbolin, they threw that in. And I just gave it to him. And he's like, "Oh, thanks for the Anadrol, bro." And everybody in the locker room looks at me. And I literally turn around and go, "Bro, you can't say that." And I literally have to tell the guys, "Hey, man, this is just, bottle of, whatever, natural testosterone booster, blah, blah, blah." And he starts laughing. I'm like, "Bro, this ain't no laughing matter. Like, this stuff's illegal, this is serious stuff. You young kids think, "Oh, I'm going to throw a needle in my shoulder or in my quad, no, don't do it in your quad. Throw it in my glute and whatever, and I'm just going to blow up and I'm going to be this bad, big, strong motherfucker, blah, blah, blah." It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. And it's not cool to be fucking bragging that you're on all this shit. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the world these days. I know this is a crazy rant, but I just had to get this out and kind of just say how I felt right off the bat. I didn't want to make another video. I didn't want to cut this video up and redo it 5 times. I wanted you guys to see my actual reaction towards this. And these guys are going to see this video probably. I have respect for you guys, no problem. Just once again, a little bit thicker skin. Be a little bit more quieter when you're talking about illegal things. And don't go up to somebody and ask them what drugs they're on. It's just not appropriate. It's just not what you do. Okay, just because you're a bodybuilder and wanting to be in shape and things like that, it's kind of disrespectful. I didn't take it disrespectful because he didn't know any better. But if he sees this, he will know better now. So, once again, me and these guys, all the guys that I'm talking about, I would say this right to their face. And if they see this, they know I would, and they know that I'm still friends with them. They know that I still want to be friends with them, all that good stuff. There's no hard feelings. I'm just pointing it out for the rest of the people that watch my videos. Be more respectful about drug talk, about, if somebody says, hey, Nolan, you got skinny quads. I'm not going to freak the fuck out on them. I'm going to be like, yeah, thanks. Use that as fuel, motivation, and start growing those fucking quads. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. So, till next time, stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe, and let's get swole, baby. Let's get swole, baby, like swoley mammoths. Ah! I'm just playing with y'all. I'm still a little pumped up from that pre-workout, which I am starting to fill out quite nicely, I might add. Quite nicely indeed. Until next time, peace.